Hey guys, Brian the cell phone guy here again. Today we're going to take a look at the latest offering from Sonim, which is the X800, also known as the Sonim XP Pro. So what you're looking at here on the screen is the XP10, which was the previous version, which I've used for about the last 2 years. And I've been very happy with the way this phone performs and just the daily use and battery strength and screen and camera and everything else about it. But I'm really looking forward to starting to use the XP Pro. So let's put this one aside for now and we'll take a look at the XP Pro. So this is the box that it comes in, and what we're going to do in this video is we're just going to unbox the thing, show you a few of the basic features, and then we'll get much more in depth in the later video on how to set it up, how to transfer your information from your old phone, and all the other interesting things about a new phone. So the box that it comes in, well, I'll show you this first. On the side of the box, you can see that it has two IMEI numbers listed, IMEI number 1 and IMEI number 2. And this indicates to you that the phone will handle two phone numbers. So it will handle a physical SIM, which is a nano SIM, of course, but it'll also handle an electronic SIM or an eSIM. You'll also notice that this is the 256 gigabyte version and that it comes in black and that it's officially known as the X800. So let's take a look at what's in the box. So this is the actual phone, so we'll put that aside for now. This is the XP Pro Quick Start Guide, and I strongly recommend that you take a look at this. Don't do what I did and print off the owner's manual, because it's 133 pages and it just uses up a whole lot of paper and toner. So take a quick look at this and it'll save you a lot of questions later on. Now, the nicest thing I found so far about this phone is the fact that it actually comes with a charging block. And this is something we haven't seen from most of the major manufacturers, except for Sonim, in the last 3-4 years. And it's just nice to see that they take the time and effort to put that in the box for you. It has a USB-C charger, and of course it has the standard SIM removal tool. Now, this is the actual phone itself. So size-wise, if you compare it to the XP10, you're going to notice that it looks a little bit longer, about 1/4 inch. Width-wise, it's about the same. And thickness-wise, it's considerably thinner, which is really nice because the XP10 was a bit bulky to carry in a pocket. So I'm going to show you more about the screen a little later on once I get this thing turned on. So what we'll notice first is on this card, it does tell you what the various buttons on the phone are for. The SOS button, which is on the top of the phone, and this is a subscription service that's available through some carriers, but not through all. So you're going to have to check with your carrier if this is available. And what it lets you do is a one-touch button to dial an SOS number that you have chosen. So not necessarily 911. It could be your supervisor, it could be the front office, it could be whoever you want. On this side of the phone, we have the SIM card tray, which opens up with the SIM card tool. And the unique thing about this tray is that the top of the card holds the standard nano SIM, but the bottom of the tray holds the micro SD card. And you can use up to a 2 terabyte SD card in this particular device. The push to talk button, which is on the side here, which is not quite as big as it was on the XP10, but it's still pretty big. This one and the SOS button are both programmable, so you can use them to activate other features if you don't subscribe to PTT or SOS. Of course, we have the volume up and down rocker on this side. We have the power button on this side, which is also the fingerprint sensor. And here we have the secure audio connector. And what you do with this is you have to remove this little rubber cover, and then you can clip on accessories. Like you could use a 3.5mm headset jack. You could use a lapel mic. You could use a push-to-talk mic, anything like that that's available from the Sonim website. And of course up here you have the tether hole where you can put the strap through to hang it on your wrist. On the bottom we have the rubber flap, which covers the USB-C port, and we have the two stereo speakers. Now, the one thing you need to know is this phone does have a 3-year warranty, and it's rated at IP68 for ingress for water and dust and such. But in order for the warranty to be valid, the secure audio connector, the SIM card tray, and the rubber boot on the bottom of the USB slot all have to be covered. So I'm going to turn this thing on now, and we're just going to give a few of the overall details of the phone. So to turn it on, you push and hold the power button for a couple seconds until you feel a vibration, and then let go, and then it'll turn on. So on this phone here, price-wise, it's very comparable. It sort of fits right in line between Samsung S24 FE, which is $699 where I live, and the Pixel 9 128, which is $799, and this one comes in at about $749. So it's right in the middle there. Size-wise and weight-wise, it's pretty much on par with those, but this one has the unique abilities to be extremely durable, and with the 3-year unlimited warranty. So I think it's a much better value than those other two phones are. On the back of the phone, we have 3 cameras. We have the 50 megapixel regular camera, we have the 13 megapixel wide camera, and we have the 2 megapixel macro camera. And this phone does have Gorilla Glass Victus 2 6.58 inches. So this is what I was going to show you. Even though on this XP10, you'll notice that the phones are pretty similar in size, if you actually line up the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that the screen on the XP Pro is significantly larger than it was on the XP10. Width-wise, it's still a little bit larger. It's about 1/8 of an inch larger on the width, but it's probably pretty much a full inch wider or taller on the overall height, and that's just a really important thing to have on a phone these days. Now it does have IP68 and mil-spec 810H, and it is non-incendiary Class 1 Div 2 A, B, C, and D. It's got a 5,000 milliamp battery with wireless charging. I've great hopes for this phone, and I really think it's going to be a good one for me. I really enjoyed my XP10 and my XP8, even my XP7 before that. But I've seen a lot of improvements over the years as I've gone through the Sonim lineup, and I have no reason to believe this one won't be just as good, if not better, than the previous models. There's a second video coming in a little while that will show us how to set up this one, how to transfer all your information from your old phone, whether it's an Android or an iPhone, and a little more detailed dive into the features and benefits. But on this one, I just wanted to give you an overview of the phone in general and introduce it to you and what comes in the box. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll get notified when the next series of videos is coming. That's all I have for now. Thanks for watching.